Studio Q, the greatest TV show in the world.
Studio Q show, now you know.
Let's say this is Whitney Houston's record release party, right? Her first record release party was at Cherokee. Matter of fact, the record wasn't even out yet. This was Clive Davis introducing Whitney to LA, to the West Coast. So I'm at Whitney Houston's release party like I'm talking to you right now for hours, the whole time. And we're joking. Where this girl gonna get here, right? Child, I don't know. I don't even know who this girl is. And she went with this thing the whole night.
Wait, you were talking to Whitney the whole time?
With Whitney the entire night.
Oh my God.
Right? She must have been cracking up on the inside. Because we were clowning. This girl, now they throw this big party for this girl, she ain't even here.
And what was she saying?
She was like, same thing, yeah, I know, right? You know, right? So look, listen, the whole entire night, never let on. Until Clive goes, okay, so without further ado, let me introduce you to Miss Whitney Houston. And she goes, hang on for 1 second. And then she walks up to the thing and I'm going, she must have been cracking up the whole time because the joke was on me the whole time. But I mean, it was at a time in, you know, in the music business, this was before all of the internet stuff and all of the social media, and the record wasn't out yet. There weren't any videos yet. We didn't even know images. So I literally had no idea what she looked like at all. So I'm, like I said, I'm there just the whole night. She must have been dying. She must have just been like, this fool, right?
That must mean she had a great sense of humor.
She had a great sense of, I mean, she's from New Jersey. I mean, come on, she had a great sense of humor. I was in the studio. My sister called me from New York. And when I found out, I was crushed. Because I listened to, she has like a greatest hits record, Love Whitney. I listen to this record every week. I listen to the record once a week, without fail, right? For years. I just marvel at the production. Nobody can sing like that anymore. They don't write songs like that anymore. I mean, I literally, like every week, it's like I sit in my studio, you know, in my home studio, and I just sit in my chair, and I don't work on no music, and then I just sit back and I listen to that album. Like, I'm really a sucker for Run to You, always makes me cry, or for I Have Nothing, for whatever reason, because it's not a really well-written song, but something about the way she sang it just makes me cry. So I just sit there, like, every week I sit there and I listen to that record.
What do you think her legacy will be?
Hopefully her legacy will be that she is the absolute, undisputable Stradivarius of voices. There'd never been anybody that could sing like that with the range, the way that she would deliver. But barring that, right? Because Chaka Khan could sing high, Minnie Riperton could sing high, Denise Williams could sing high. The difference between Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston's is straight out, as you saw from her memorial, from the church, right? So most church-raised singers, right? You can't, in a pop setting, they have their voices too heavy or too much soul, you know what I mean, right? Like you look at Kelly Price or somebody, right? Even Aretha Franklin, they're just dripping with soul, right? Whitney, the fact that she goes to a Soul Train Awards earlier in her career and gets booed is a testament to the fact that her delivery style was that of something that could translate well to that audience, right? Which in most cases means that they're kind of like devoid a little bit of the soulfulness that prohibits a lot of incredible African-American singers from being able to cross over, right? Now, and we're not talking about people that are necessarily church singers, right? Whitney Houston was a church singer who could, all at once, she could go and just deliver a song, right? And heaven help them when they try to do a tribute album to her, because who can hit those notes, right? With the purity, the clarity, the soul, but the restraint, right? So her interpretations are not clouded by all the, she don't have to do no vocal acrobatics. Her tone, her delivery, her intentional restraint, right? But then try to hit them notes. Try it, right? She was amazing in that regard. So hopefully her legacy will be not only that, but the fact that, okay, I'm the biggest star on the planet, right? So most really big stars, right? We only gonna, do like duets with big stars, right? Like, crazy enough to say I work for Michael Jackson's estate, right? Michael, he gonna do a duet with Mick Jagger. He's gonna do like the biggest of the biggest, right? Water seeks his own level and all that, right? Now I'm Whitney Houston. I'm the biggest, I done sold 100 million records, right? Who I want to get down with? CeCe Winans, Kelly Price, Faith Evans, right? Now, when I can have the whole entire world, anybody I want to on these soundtrack records with me, I want BB and CeCe, I want Kelly Price, I'm going to do a duet with Faith Evans. Hey, everybody talking about, hey, Mariah Carey is like, the new Whitney Houston, and she's my worst nightmare, right? I want to do a duet with Mariah Carey for this Prince of Thieves soundtrack. You know what I mean? Whitney's legacy will be that not only did she not have any fear of any other performers or anybody, whatever, if you came from the church or wherever, you didn't have to be the queen of the universe. If you're Brandy and I like you, come on, let's do this Cinderella movie together, right? Whitney's legacy is that of not only am I one of the greatest voices of all time, probably the greatest voice of all time, I have no problem reaching to other people who are talented, right? Kim Burrell is a beast. The average singer is afraid of Kim Burrell. The average singer ain't messing with no Kim Burrell. Whitney Houston, hey, look, y'all may not know who this is, right? Unless you run in the circles I run in. So let me introduce the universe to this phenomenal gospel singer that is Kim Burrell, right? And that's Whitney Houston's legacy. She's like, let me get the people that ain't gonna get a shot at this. Whitney was that girl. She was like, I'm going to get the people that will not get this shine. Kim Burrell's ridiculous, but she won't get this shine. 100 million people won't see her. They will now. 100 million people gonna see her, right? And it's like, I can sing rings around anybody, but I'm gonna deliver these songs so that you get the song. She was just an incredible gift, and there'll never be another one like her.
Studio Q Show, now you know.